Hello, I am back one more time with another Spammer Grammar answers stroke edits. Yes, I have edited that email that I showed you a couple of days ago, and today I'm going to show you my edits. Hopefully you have edited it yourself, you've challenged yourself, and you have taken on this task. Because remember, if you don't challenge yourself, you're just standing still. And we don't want that. We want you to keep improving, stepping up, improving your grammar, improving your English, and until you get to the point where you are better than me at English. All right, that's where I want you to get. So let's look at my first edit. Only one email in this video, but before I do, I've got to ask you, if you don't mind, if you do like this video, tap on the like button. If you want to be a subscriber, tap on the subscribe button. If you want to share it, hit that share button, and if you want to be notified, tap on the bell. Alright, let's have a look at my edit. So here we have Dear Esteemed Customer, comma, from Clement Henry. Let's have a look. The subject actually should not have, in fact that one is not my edit, it is my edit, sorry. So it should have not a comma in the subject, but then in the actual first line, yes, it should have a comma there. Dear esteemed customer. The capital letters, they're not really necessary. It's not the end of the world if you put them in, but actually they're unnecessary. So I'm actually going to make them small. Dear esteemed customer, comma. So let's have a look what he's put. First of all, there's no gap between the two lines. There should be. We sincerely apologise for the delay in transferring your funds, $7.5 million. Full stop. Okay. That's a nice short sentence. I don't think there's anything to change. I don't think there's any lines, so very well done. But you see, I've made it a new paragraph with the gap between there, and I've also done another gap. It just looks much better and neater. So they have started, as you saw in CNN News, our head office here in Geneva was blazed down by fire inferno. All right, so a couple of things here. As you saw in CNN News, it would not be in, it would be on rather than in. You could say, as you saw in the CNN News, but if you're not going to put the definite article, it would be just on. As you saw on CNN News, and you could say on the as well. Both work actually, but in CNN News without the definite article does not work. Our head office here in Geneva was blazed down by fire inferno. There's a situation here we need to change. Obviously the inferno has a capital I, but more than that, our head office here in Geneva was blazed down by a fire inferno. So it needs to have that indefinite article before fire inferno. And as you can see, I've just put on CNN News. It could be on the, but it doesn't need to be the. Alright, so new sentence. I've started it with as. Let me just see what they've done here. So yes, they've started a new sentence with an and. It's poor writing if you do that. Of course, if it's just a text message, WhatsApp, of course you can do that. But if you're writing a formal letter, as this is supposed to be, you don't start with an and. So I've started it with the as. As a result of that, comma, we lost so many customers' data, contact information, phone numbers, and emails, full stop. So as a result of that, comma, we lost so much of our customers' data, semicolon, and then I explain what that data is. Contact information, phone numbers, comma, and emails. I have told this before. If you didn't see that, I will say again. When you're listing something, the penultimate thing that you're listing needs to have a comma after it, followed by and emails. It's something that many people do not do, but to be grammatically correct, you should have that comma. And again, see, I've done a new paragraph with a space in between. It looks much better than what this spammer has done. Just starts with, we are so fortunate to see your email address now, full stop. All right, that's okay, short sentence, no problem with that. We are so fortunate to see your email address now, no problem. And then, however, as we agreed before the incidents, we will be transferring your funds into 2 stages. In one stage, we will transfer the 4 million. After that, we will transfer the rest. Okay, so that's quite a long sentence. The main issue here is this word, incidents, because it's not an incident. Well, it shouldn't be used, incidents shouldn't be used in this sentence in this way, because it's an incident. Incident and incidents are both nouns, similar in meaning, but they do mean something different. So as we agreed before, the incident, which is an instance of something happening, an event or occurrence, whereas an incidence is the occurrence or the rate or the frequency of a disease or a crime or some other undesirable thing. It doesn't work in this context. It should be incident. We will be transferring your funds into 2 stages. So as you can see, incident, we will be transferring your funds in 2 stages, not into 2 stages, just in 2 stages, and then full stop. And then you can talk about each stage. So in the first stage, we will transfer the 4 million and after that, we will transfer the other 3.5 million. And I've added the 2 zeros as the cents amount, because here, as you can see, they have here with 4 million, but not in the 3.5 million. So you have to keep it the same when writing. And I've added the other. So we will transfer the rest of 3.5 million. You wouldn't say, if you're saying the rest, it would be full stop, and then we will transfer you the rest, because we know. You wouldn't say how much the rest is. You would put, if you wanted to put how much the rest was, you could put the other $3.5 million. And then the last sentence of this paragraph down here, our correspondent branch head office in New York, Goldman Sachs Bank, will handle the transfer to your nominated account. Yeah, I wasn't sure what they meant there, so I've changed it to Goldman Sachs Bank will handle the transfer to your nominated account. That makes a lot more sense to me. And one more paragraph. So they have gone, therefore, do not waste further time in contacting the accounting officer, capital O, no need for that, who will guide you on the required detail by the bank to transfer your fund to you, in a comma and a space between that and the comma. That doesn't make sense. Here is her private email. So therefore, comma, contact the accounting officer, Sheara J. Fredman, comma, who will guide you on the required details needed by the bank to transfer your fund to you. So that, as you can see here, they go on to talk about Sheara J. Freeman and then contact her now for directives. So there's 4 lines there. I've basically put it into 2, using better grammar and more logic. So there you go, guys. That is my edit. I wonder what you thought. Please do get down in those comments. I love a comment to just give me feedback as well. Try to keep it positive, you know. We don't like any negativity. You know, if you don't like the video, you can say, Rob, sort yourself out, you know, got to up your game, all right? I appreciate that, because it's constructive criticism. Don't press dislike. I mean, come on, give me a break, will you? If you want to be a subscriber, tap on that subscribe button. If you want to share it, well, you might as well hit the share button. That's the way it works. And if you want to be notified, tap that bell. All right, I am done for today, but we'll be back next week. Well, I'll be back tomorrow, in fact, with some more shorts. It's the homophones that I'm doing at the moment, so don't miss the next short coming out tomorrow. And until next week, we'll be back with some more spam grammar, of course. Always keep getting those spam emails. There's no end to those. So I'm going to share them with you. All right. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.